Rupa dhatuya che bhikkhave bhikkhuno chittaṃ virataṃ vimuttaṃ hoti anupadaya asavehi. So let's notice that we have this che. This is if, so we have a condition here. And the trick, if we could call it that in this sentence, is to sort of figure out where in the sentence is the apodosis and the protasis. That's my pronunciation. If we say that without the technical language, where is the main part of the conditional sentence and where does the if part of the clause end? So what we can do first is figure out what the subject is. And it looks like it would be chittaṃ. Not only is it chittaṃ, it is chittaṃ bhikkhuno, or bhikkhuno chittaṃ. This is the mind of a monk, so this is our genitive singular. And of course we have our postpositive vocative, bhikkhave. These are the people being addressed. So if the mind of a monk has become detached, this is virataṃ, which is the past participle of virajati. We didn't mention before, but virajati is v, kind of free of, and rajati, which gives rise to the word raga, or passion. So literally free of passion, and by extension detached. And if we think about a word like detached, we might reasonably expect something from which the detachment is happening. And we would expect that to be in the ablative case. So detached, virataṃ, rupa dhatuya. So this is a tapurisa. This is rupaṃ plus dhatu, which has the primary meaning of element, but then can mean the condition or property or disposition. It can even mean the root. When you hear people in Pali and especially in Sanskrit talk about dhatu or dhatus, they mean the roots from which a word under discussion is derived. So this rupa dhatuya means from the condition of the body, or from the bodily condition, from the bodily property, could say from the bodily element. Then we will go on, vimuttaṃ hoti, it is free, anupadaya asavehi, not having taken up with the influxes. So you can kind of see, or maybe it was just me, but when I first read through this, I sort of wanted to take virataṃ and vimuttaṃ together, just like they were before when we had virajati and vimucchati. Chittaṃ was the subject of both of those. But here, since we have this condition, we kind of have to put a break here after virataṃ, take that as our protasis, and then the vimuttaṃ on word would be our apodosis, or the main part of the condition. Then we have vedana dhatuya ... pay ... Now the pay, I'm not sure, I might have come across it back in the Vachagota readings, but this pay means etc. And like etc. is itself an abbreviation, or I should say like etc. as is an abbreviation. So PE is an abbreviation of peyala, which means repetition. So this is explicitly telling us that we're going to, after vedana dhatuya, we're going to put in che, bhikkhave, bhikkhuno, chittaṃ, virataṃ, vimuttaṃ hoti anupadaya asavehi. And then we'll do the very same thing after sanya dhatuya, sankhara dhatuya. And then when we reach vijñāna dhatuya, we find the rest of it is actually written out here at the end. Now, the nice thing about that is all we're doing is replacing this first word. So instead of the mind being detached from the bodily condition, we then move on to talk about the mind being detached from the condition of feeling, of sensation, and then the condition of perception, of mental formations, and then of consciousness. And we can just go ahead and translate here at the final one. Che, if, O monks, bhikkhave, Aniccasuttaṃ, the mind of a monk, virataṃ, has become detached, vijñānadattaya, from the consciousness element, or from the consciousness condition. Vimuttaṃ, it, the mind here is still the, cittaṃ is still the subject, it is free, anupadaya asavehi, not having taken up with the influxes.